Hi everybody. Okay, I just got this brand new polisher set for my HOTO accessory drill, or you can use it with a Dremel, but I wanted to show you everything that it came with. It came with so many different pieces. So these are the attachments that you can attach to either a Dremel or a drill. Then it has these buffing pads, so the different textures, and then it comes with an entire set of sanding discs. I believe they go all the way from 60 grit all the way up to 5,000 grit, and so you can do wet sanding with these, and each one, I believe there's about 10 sanding discs per package, but there were so many, so you can sand all your stuff perfectly. It's like the never-ending sanding disc. There were so many of them inside, which is a huge bonus when getting a package like this. So I'm also going to do a quick little demo of how to put it together and how to use these sanding discs. So first up, you need to open up the attachment piece. So this is the one that's going to attach to your accessory drill, and then the other one, and that's, I use the HOTO drill. So it is just like a Dremel, but it is cordless, so that's why I love it. And you're gonna just add the piece to the end of the accessory drill. So you will see it comes with two attachments. One is for a regular drill and one is for a Dremel type drill or a HOTO drill. So I have put it into the locking nut area, I've secured it, and now I'm going to add the buffing pad attachment. So all you need to do is just screw it into place, and then you're going to add your different pads or sanding discs to the base of this. Now this has Velcro, so that's how you will attach the sanding discs and the buffing pads. Okay, now we're going to turn it on. So you're just going to turn the dial to the 1 or the 2, and to see how fast it rotates, you will decide basically how much power you need to sand your piece. We're now going to add one of the sanding discs, and see, it fits so perfectly. And then we're going to move on to try to sand one of our pieces. All right, here's just another little close-up before I get down to sanding my resin piece. So here we go. This is dry sanded. I think it would have been better if I could start with the wet sanding right away, but I just wanted to show how it worked with the dry sanding, and then we'll also do some wet sanding. Okay, let's move on to some wet sanding. So all I'm going to do is add a little bit of water to the part that I wanted to sand, and again we're going to turn the power on our HOTO drill, and we are able to sand this down again. This was catching a little bit, and I think it had to do with the power level that I had it set on. But there you go, you can see it's working perfectly, and you can keep adding your water to make it a very smooth sanding. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to increase your grit so that you can basically get a more smooth finish. So that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to keep changing the sanding pads and get to the shininess that we need in our resin piece. Okay, so next up we're going to try the polishing buffing pads. And again, I'm still learning about which ones I would use in which order, but I also am using Maquires polishing compound first. So this is going to get out any swirls or anything like that. So we're just going to put the compound on, and then we're going to use our buffer. Okay, as you can see here, we are very easily buffing out this one side of the resin piece. And next up, we're going to try all the different buffing attachments. Okay, the next one we're going to try is the yellow one. So this one had a flat base, but again, this is the foam. And we put more polishing compound on, turned on our drill, and we went and buffed the side. All right, there you go. The last one that we tried is the wool attachment, and I did find out later after making this video that this was supposed to be the first one. That This was the one that I would use after the sanding discs, then I would use the wool pad, and then I would use the orange one, and then the yellow one. But this was a pretty cool tool to try and to make my resin pieces very, very shiny. As you can see here, it went from dull, scratched up to beautiful.